myself in so long ago. Will the blinds remain forever closed? Will it change? I hope so, 'cause I have spent the past 4 years trying to find some peace of mind. And I think I might have found it this time.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Interview.
Yeah. So I was just telling Tyus here about. So we were just saying how I just kind of spring these on you guys. So it's kind of like, hey, here we are, live stream, bang. And he goes, you think it'd be better to promote it? And I said, sometimes it's tough because it's always hard to get people on the same wavelength when it comes to like how you're gonna
put everybody on the show at the same time.
You're hearing double right now. Please don't tell me that. Freaking out.
Oh, hold on. You shouldn't hear double anymore. I think I fixed it. All right. So anyway, I was saying, I don't really promote the episode right away because I think it's hard to get everybody on the same page, and I think it kind of surprises people. Like, oh shit, they did a quick live stream, so it kind of keeps people like the guessing game, I guess you could say, right? But yeah. And then after it's all over and done and said with, it's like, hey, here's the episode. Go check it out. So awesome. So. Before we get started, guys, thank you so much. Trying something new today with the stream. We got away from using Zoom because Zoom, the person's who on the phone can't see us, but I can see them, and then and then all you guys get to see both. So we're switching over to Skype. We're gonna try Skype out. I think it looks pretty clean. I think it looks good. But this is the way we do interviews now. So not all the time you have to be at the table. We do them over. We're COVID friendly, so we can do them over the phone like this, and you guys can still enjoy it and have a great time here. All the links below for the guests' information. So if you want to follow them, listen to their content, check out all they're doing. You can check all that out. We do have the chat going, so you guys can sit that. If you are watching right now, hit that share button, share it out to your friends, let people know this podcast is a thing, as well as there's links below for our stuff, so you can follow us on Instagram, social media, all that great stuff, and have a great time, and definitely help us get to 1K on YouTube, as well as Instagram is our goal right now. That's our little personal goal for the show. So you want to give a quick introduce yourself to everybody, and we'll get this going.
Yeah, word. Well, I'm Tyus. My music name is Swoop. Before we start this, just click the link tree right down there. Listen to the EP. If you already listened to it, listen to it again. Just keep listening. Give me the streams, preferably on Spotify, and click the follow button on the Spotify artist profile, please. I need the numbers. I'm at 12 right now. That's not bad. We can get that up, though. You know what I'm saying? We can get that up easy. Also, Billy, I have the Twitch chat open on the side. Billy said Tyus got the fit. I just want to make sure that you guys know this jacket is a woman's jacket that normally costs maybe $200. I got it for $55 yesterday. Fuck with me. Come on. What's up with it? This is hard. It's hard, too. Look at... Oh, shit. There goes my headset.
I love the energy. This is great.
Look at this shit. This shit's tight as fuck. I'm gonna wear it every day. It's summer. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you mind for a second telling the people about the album so I can go get my fit real quick?
Yes.
You tell them listen, I think we got to fit it out. Let's fit out real quick. I've never done this. Walk away from the camera on stream. You tell them about your music quick.
Word. All right. Well, so look. The EP, it's just a little 3-song EP. It's called "Is It Corny? This Was Therapeutic." It was written during a bad, I was going through it. You know what I'm saying? I was going through it hard. It was tough, but I put it all into the music. There was I made maybe 7 songs total. 3 of them came out. 3 of them dropped in the EP. All 3 of them are mad tight. Listen to the EP. I swear to God. Oh, look at that jacket. Whoa, that's nice.
Bro, this is a 90s. Nice. This is a 90s fucking NASCAR jacket right here, baby. Let's fit it out, boy.
What's up, man? Hey, that's pretty tight. Yeah.
It's the Miller Genuine Draft.
Listen to the EP. You get it all if you listen to the EP. You might have to listen to it more than one time. You know what I'm saying? If you already listened to it, just go listen to it again. You'll pick up stuff, maybe. I don't know. Not that complicated.
Man,
click the link.
This feels good. This was a good call.
This was 100%.
I feel
you gotta have the drip. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a
basement,
rapper.
though.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta have the drip. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go without it.
So here's the thing. think in life, when you're the best way to know you made it is if you're whatever you're making makes it into a rap song. So if Interviews with Everyday People ever makes it into a lyric, I would be very grateful. You know.
I can see what I can do, man. I can see what I can do. I'm a wordsmith. You know what I'm saying? I can put anything into it.
Awesome. So we actually used to, we won't say the company name, but we used to work together at a job, and we didn't really hang out or talk much. It was more like, hey, how you doing? One of those deals.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, small world. We do have people that we're all connected to. Billy Trey and the local music scene. So it's cool. Like, now that we don't really work together anymore, we still have that connection with each other, and we could support each other outside the job, which is kind of cool.
That's what's up. And also, just like I was in tech support, right? And a lot of the people at this company that we worked at, they weren't very knowledgeable on computers.
No.
And that was just how it was. And that's fine, because they don't have to be knowledgeable about computers. They have people like me in the back that we can come through and fix shit whenever they needed help. Mm-hmm. But I just want to say, whenever I got a call and I needed to come help you, I remembered your name. I was always happy because you were literate enough that I didn't have to explain everything. I can show you what to do, and you would pick it up, and you wouldn't need help with that problem again.
Yeah,
you were one of my favorite people to have to come help. So we didn't talk that much, but I knew who you were.
Yeah, that's good. That's good hair. You had longer hair too, man. You had hair down the back, down your back. You had a big. At one point in time, we both had some serious man buns going on. Unfortunately, I cut all mine off, but it's coming back. So how long have you been rapping or in the music scene?
Well, I've been rapping maybe for 3 years now, something like that. But I haven't. It was more so just something I would do with my friends. My friend introduced me to it. I was listening to rap music for a couple of years longer than that. And they were sad. They were sad songs, and it was hard to It was hard to get into myself to put it out because they were very sad, very personal. Yeah. But I'm very happy that I was able to share it with everybody.
I think I gave the analogy of what I heard to Billy as I think you can be on a level when it comes to, because all right, listen, I'm rocking a NASCAR jacket. I look like a punk kid, but I listen to everything. I like all genres of music. Yeah. But I think you can fit the mold of one of my favorite. I don't call them rappers. I call them MCs. I mean, there are certain people who are rappers, but I think if I give you the term MC, I think that's, to me, as an older school fan, I think it's more respectable. But you have the 100%. Ability to be one of my favorite MCs of all time. I think where you come from, I think the culture you're growing up in, and I think the style of music that you produce and the friends you have the ability to do something really, really cool. I'm a big Travie McCoy fan. He's one of my favorite people. I think his lyrics are really good. I think he raps about things that people don't really rap about, and I think his cross between hip hop and punk rock and emo and all that cool stuff is a really cool thing. And I think you have a very similar style, but it's still your own. I was telling Billy, I was like, man, you need to hook up with him and put him on some instead of a lot of rappers do the synthesized beats, but you have right next to you have the keyboard, so you're legit playing your music. You know what I mean? But you put a nice little guitar track to it, maybe some real drums. Kendrick Lamar live, he has a full band around him.
Yeah,
him live sounds better than him on CD.
I agree. Yeah. And my favorite rapper, I haven't listened to anything but Travie McCoy, you said?
Yeah, he was part of Gym Class Heroes.
Word. I'll have to check him out. My favorite artist, also I have the Twitch chat up in the background. It says that the Twitch is down, I think. I'm not too sure.
Really?
If it's up.
Yeah, let me see.
Shows that it's down for me. Oh wait, no, it's up. Never mind.
It's good?
My bad.
All right.
But my favorite rapper is Mac Miller. And he's I draw a lot of inspiration from him. I draw a lot of inspiration from a lot of people, but as you see, I got 2 Mac Miller records hanging up on my wall right next to me.
Yeah.
He's always been a very his growth as an artist was insane. And before his death, he dropped an album that was mostly jazz rap. It was very live production and everything. And watching the live shows from before he passed away is insane. They're incredible. He has a song called Ladders, and you just see him standing there rapping with saxophones and everything playing in the background. It's so crazy.
That's super interesting.
It's something that I want to be able to do. I love the jazzier rap production. I want to be able to get into that a little bit more. It's just harder to get being small like this. It's harder to get production like that. I just have to use what I'm able to get.
Yeah,
but let me tell you, me and Billy, we got something in the back. You know what I'm saying? We got something in the back. It'll come eventually, but don't worry about that.
Listen, man, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of MCs or rappers in the School County area, but we really don't know about that many. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of something that's really not out there so much, and a lot of it doesn't have the platform for you guys to go perform. But I honestly, like, not tooting our own horn here at the IwEP network, but I think this is a good platform for you to be on, especially, knowing Billy and stuff. A lot of people who listen to the show are people that are in bands. One of the big things that we do here in this network is support the local music, and it actually, we build a lot of bridges to help people work together and build those great music connections. So who knows, man, maybe if you hook up with some of these guys, we'll hear some rock and roll, and we'll hear you like on a track with like a Look Alive or somebody like that one day, and it'd be cool little collaborations.
I did want to say that before, that I do really appreciate being on here, because I do really I love the platform you're able to give these people that, it's hard to come up as a local small artist, and you really do a lot to help that. But I am close with one of the guys on Look Alive, and if you want to put me on with any of the other people, hey, I'll do anything. I can write to anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to write. I got bars. You know what I'm saying? I can put on anything that they want. You know what I'm saying? Just send me a track, man. I got you. Don't put me on to any of these people. Just let me get a track, man. Just let me get something.
Yeah, I just think it's a cool thing to maybe branch out and hook up, because our music scene in this area is unbelievable. Like, the talent in this area when it comes to music is insane, and there's so many other gems in this area too that a lot of people don't know about. So definitely this is hopefully a good launching platform for more people to be aware that you're around. And maybe we can get some cool collaborations with you, or even open up for some bands in the area, or get you on the bill of some shows once this whole COVID thing goes away.
Word, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got 3 songs out right now, 4, I guess. I don't like the first one. The first one kind of meh. But I got a lot more that's coming. I want to try to put out 1 3-song EP every month, just to keep consistency.
Mm-hmm.
August has just been tough. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it for August, but I want to double up on a month coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys use platforms like Bandcamp and stuff?
No, I just have it. The first EP's on all streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud, YouTube, stuff like that.
You should look into Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
You should look into it.
What is Bandcamp?
So I actually just learned about this not too long ago. So Bandcamp is a lot of musicians in the area use it, and it's just it's free. You can go on there, you can download, listen to the albums for free, but it gives you the opportunity, or it gives you the platform, or it gives you the ability to tip the artist. So you can listen to their album for free like you would on Spotify or anything else, but also you can set your price for your album. So you can say, hey, you can download my album for $4, or the producer can hit the $4, or they can go higher. So it's pretty much up to the consumer of what they want to pay. So you can set a price, or or the consumer could be like, man, I really like that track. I really like this person. So he's only asking for $4, but I'll throw him a $20, and it goes to the artist.
Word.
And it's a really good way for local artists to kind of get their names out there. And I think it's a cool thing. You should definitely look into it. I think more people in this area should look into Bandcamp, even if there's someone who listens to a lot of music or consumes a lot of music. Maybe instead of hitting up Spotify right away for the plays, you should probably go over to Bandcamp and maybe throw $1 or $2 at the artists who actually make the track, because they're definitely not getting it through Spotify. Spotify will get you great exposure, but they're not going to pay the artist for what they're doing for their craft.
It is crazy how low Spotify pays. Obviously I'm not making anything. I got maybe 300 streams, something like that, but that's not going to get me anything.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it for the money, of course. It's just that's just how it is.
Yeah, but it feels great if someone buys a t-shirt of your thing, or they throw $3 at your song or something. It's a good feeling. When someone buys my t-shirt off my merch store, it's like, man, thank you so much. I didn't expect it, but it feels good, Kind of like wearing this drip. You feel good, I feel like a superhero right now, man.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? You just got to do it. You just got to pull it out on him sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's the middle of summer. You're going to be catching me walking around with this jacket on all the time. It's leather, too. This shit getting that hot.
This is pure denim. This is about as white trash as it gets right here.
That's tough,
shit,
bro. That's tough.
I got a titty pocket. I didn't even know that was there. Bro, look at all the sponsors, bro. Dude, I'm so sponsored out. I have another one, too. It's out of control.
I feel you got all the brands on lock.
Yeah. So, Billy said he bought one of your tees. Did you buy the? Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil it, but if you are a fan of Billy in the comments, dude, he has some fire stuff coming out soon. So what do you when it comes to logos? So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I bought. I don't even know what it was called. It was like half picture of his like face with like cat whiskers on it, and half he was like looking like a demon.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't a good one. I bought it. It was like a funny joke, but the shirt is horrible quality. It is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, when you order from Teespring, the comfort shirts, like the normal ones, they're good. They're not the greatest, but they're good. But I always tell people, spring for the premium shirt. It's a much, much nicer quality T-shirt.
Word. Yeah, I mean, I would if I knew that then.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people who make their Teespring accounts, they try to be as cost effective as possible for people, because obviously some people don't want to pay $20 for a T-shirt, but they'll go to like a concert and pay $45 for one. But yeah, I always tell people kind of look at the other qualities, because it's make the option, let the consumer pick what they want. But it definitely, Teespring has the comfort shirts have gotten better. Like I got a comfort shirt here from Teespring from Punksteria. Check those guys out in the area. But this one, I don't know if they updated. But when I bought my comfort shirt and then I bought this one, it's really, really nice. I like it a lot. It didn't shrink really bad, and it didn't shrink in the wash and stuff. It was nice. But so yeah, you said one of your inspirations is Mac Miller there. When was the first time you really jumped into the music scene, and who were some of your favorite artists when you were growing up? I know there's a little bit of an age gap here, so I'm gonna show my age when you start talking about who your first rappers were that you listened to.
Look, this is like I'm very big into hip hop right now, and it's probably like the biggest thing in my life. But growing up, I did not listen to hip hop at all. I really didn't listen to music like that at all. Mm-hmm. So I got into hip hop because I was a big fan of Pokemon, right? I would be playing the games and stuff after school.
Pokemon rap, man.
And there's this dude on YouTube that I would watch named Shofu. And he did a thing in like 2013. I didn't listen to it in 2013. I listened to it in maybe like 2014, 2015. And it was called the Pokemon Cypher, where he got like, it was like 13 minutes and like 10, 11 different people rapping about Pokemon. And from there, I like watched that because like it was so cool having like something that was like I knew a lot about. I knew a lot about Pokemon. I still know a lot about Pokemon that I should not know about Pokemon. I'm 21 years old. I shouldn't know so much about Pokemon.
You're 21. You should know about Pokemon. But who's your favorite Pokemon?
Either Scyther or Trevenant. I got 2 Pokemon cards hanging up behind this good AM vinyl. I'm not even gonna lie.
Scyther,
that's 4 over there.
That Scyther's good. He's a generation. I'm a Gen 1 baby. Oh, I lost audio. What the hell just happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
there it goes.
Fine now. You just sound like a demon.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I'm a Gen 1. I'm a Gen 1 guy, so Scyther's definitely. But I'm a Gengar Hunter Ghastly. That's my shit.
They're solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I got into rap listening to this Pokemon Cypher that I would listen to. I would listen to it a lot more than I should. I remember for like maybe a week or two, me and my friends would after school go to another friend's house and just watch the Cypher like the first thing after school. And it was just so cool to have something that like we related to. And from that, they dropped another one in 2016. Like they do it every 3 years, so it's like a very big like monument. Not a monument, but it's something that I look forward to a lot because it's something that I think is very cool. And from those ciphers, I got into rap music. So, like from that, I went into like Tech Nine a lot. And from there, I don't listen to Tech Nine like that anymore. From there, I went to like Earl Sweatshirt and the Odd Future Camp. But I was like late on that because this is like 2016, 2017. They're like already disbanded or about to be disbanded. So I got into the Odd Future Camp. I got into like Kendrick Lamar, all those people like that. And then recently I've been going back a lot into like old 90s shit. So like one of my favorite rappers right now is Mos Def. I don't know if you feel it.
Okay.
Like Black on Both Sides.
Miss Fat
Booty. Crazy. Yeah.
Miss Fat Booty has over 1 million plays on Spotify. I think I'm half of those.
Yeah, I might be the other half. Miss Fat Booty's a crazy song.
Yeah.
So same with Mathematics. I listen to those 2 songs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like Wu-Tang a lot. I like Big L. Rest in peace, Big L.
Did you ever listen to Black Star with Mos Def and Tyler Kweli?
Black Star is crazy, and apparently they have like a new album like coming out soon.
Oh, that'd be amazing. See, my high school years were really big with the Chappelle Show. And obviously, the Chappelle Show is fantastic when it comes to the comedy skits, and it was really like groundbreaking and holy shit moments. But one of the things that the Chappelle Show did very, very well too, and it was kind of like not really talked about, is it showcased a lot of really good MCs. So when you watch the Chappelle Show, at the very end, he would have guests come on and perform, and a lot of those guys were like Kanye when he first came out, because Kanye was he may be a little nutty now, but the dude is really good at what he does, and his first 2 albums were unbelievable. You had Common or Common Sense, what he went by at some point. You had Talib Kweli, you had Mos Def, you had the Wu-Tang Clan, you had Roots, you had a lot of Tribe Called Quest. He had so many good old school MCs on that show. So a lot of people, they remember how great the skits were, but never really think about how awesome his musical performance and guests were on there. And it opened my eyes to a lot of really, really good hip-hop.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to a lot of the people you just said. I never watched the Chappelle Show. I'm not even gonna lie.
You should go back and look at it. Just for the music alone, you should go back and watch it.
Definitely interested, and I might have to.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys make appearances in the show as characters. Mos Def's in it a lot.
That's dope.
Yeah, they're all buddies. Another good movie too, if you want to go back and watch an old movie, it's called Brown Sugar. Fantastic movie with Mos Def in it, and the whole premise is this guy and this girl. It's kind of like the movie Love and Basketball, which is like another good movie. But the whole premise is these 2 people fall in love, and they fall in love with each other, but they met each other through the art of hip hop. And it talks about like how they both grew up, and one became a rapper, one became a writer for one of the biggest hip hop magazines in New York, and they always relate each other and their experiences and their feelings for each other through hip hop. It's a really, really good movie. It's like a chick flick, but it's very hip hop inspired. It's really good.
Word. I know that Mos Def was an actor like that.
Yeah,
I have to go back and check stuff like that out.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's one of my He's become one of my favorites recently.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Very, very talented dude. I think pre-COVID, I think he was supposed to perform somewhere in locally in Harrisburg, but I don't think it kind of all fell through because COVID happened.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. A lot of things fell through. It's real tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually haven't gone to a live performance ever. I haven't seen a show or a rapper. I haven't gone to anything live ever.
Yeah, this area is tough. But yeah. I know the Harrisburg scene is huge when it comes to MCs. The Lancaster area is getting really big. I believe the Kutztown area is really big when it comes to upcoming MCs. But, I mean, that's not saying that you have to go there to do it. I mean, it will get you some exposure, but we could work on some stuff to getting you exposed in the area. I know of a young bull. He's my brother's age. He's around your age. He's from Monte City. He's a good friend of my little brother, and he's a good friend of the family. But he's an upcoming MC, and he's looking for trying to find more people to create a stable. So maybe I'll put you in contact with him, and you guys can kind of work out some things and maybe get some shows together, because you get maybe 3 or 4 artists and showcase. We could talk to. We have a good relationship with a lot of different bars in the area, so maybe we'll have a hip hop night at Strikers one night. We'll help you set it all up.
That would be sick. I'd appreciate something like that a lot. That'd be dope.
Yeah, we could pull some strings.
At least put me in contact with that dude. I can give him a verse. You know what I'm saying? We can get shit rocking.
Yeah, I'll put his name out there so people know about him. But as Matt Yetsena from Monte City, used to be he still is. He's a fantastic basketball player, but he's in the rap game now. He's doing big things. So definitely check him out, and maybe you guys can work on some stuff together.
That's what's up. Hopefully,
yeah,
get something rocking.
Yeah, I did some interviews in the past going up to Harrisburg and HMAC. Talked to a lot of really talented MCs up that way. So if you ever go back, I mean, how you were saying before, you get really self-conscious about some of your old tracks. Don't embrace them. Don't embrace them.
I'm not self-conscious about the old tracks. They are just flat out bad.
Listen, if you go back and listen to episode 1 of Interviews with Everyday People, the mic quality is terrible, the camera quality is terrible. I didn't know how to do anything. Sure. And
now, of course you're gonna grow and get better with it, but that doesn't mean that the quality wasn't bad. You
absolutely,
know what I'm saying? It's still bad.
But I appreciate it. I see the growth. If you watch episode 1 to where we're at 85 right now, the growth is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean it is crazy. I don't be watching podcasts like that, but I'll tune in and watch bits and pieces. I don't think I've ever watched a full podcast in my life, but I'll tune in and watch pieces when you're interviewing Billy, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's cool.
Billy's a good time. Sorry, bro. Have you ever heard anything I made for? I think so. Is that stuff you played in the car? Billy, I'm sorry. We're sorry if you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Twitch, I do have the chat going, so you guys can all see each other in the interactions on the bottom. Billy, I need to figure out how to keep my chat going longer so it stays on the screen a bit longer. So you have to teach me that. Billy's like my go-to behind-the-scenes tech guy. He helps me figure shit out. So when we were trying to, yeah, listen, man, Billy, when I got this new laptop, I was like, man, I had a vision of what I want to do with this equipment, and then I turned around and said, man, I just need to make this happen. So Billy came over one day, and we really collabed, and he helped me like make this. Like the reason this show is on Twitch, the reason this show is on YouTube and Facebook all at the same time, and it has the little graphics and everything going on, is 100% Billy Trey. That dude, like, he's an unsung hero in the School County area when it comes to helping people, and just a talented musician himself.
Let's go, Billy.
Yeah. So what are some of your plans when it comes to music, and what do you want to accomplish, or what are some personal goals you want to set for yourself?
I don't know. I don't really want, like, I don't think that being like a rapper and making money off it or doing it as like a profession is like something. It's not reasonable. It's like, it's tough, but it's also not something that I'm sure that I even want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it more because I enjoy making music a lot. Mm-hmm. But like having to be in like the spotlight like that is not something that I've ever been like very interested in.
Yeah.
My real like end goal as of right now, and it's really tough to say because like I don't know, I used to be like very big into computers, but once I worked as a tech support person, it like beat the passion out of me. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't like doing anything with computers like that at all.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go into a job with music or like go into the music industry and get that beaten out of me too. So it's like the last thing that I'm really passionate about. But right now, like one thing that I want to pursue is like owning my own record label, or like just doing something cool at a record label, finding like underground acts, because I really like listening to underplayed people that are really dope, because there are so many acts that are insane. And especially with like rap, because like they're just like it's so oversaturated, but the people that are crazy and don't get like their roses as of right now, it's just there's so many like crazy guys out there. They're like the people that like inspire me the most. Like I take a lot of inspiration from Mac Miller and his like style, but I'm more inspired by other underground artists. Like if there's an artist that I listen to and if they don't get like that many like plays or anything, but if they like stick the landing on a song or a concept that they do, it makes me want to write so much more.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy like watching other people who don't have like that many eyes on them and they're still working and doing like crazy shit. Like that makes me want to do what they're doing. And that's the best way that I get myself writing.
You also sound like, as well as being a musician, it also sounds like you may also have a passion for being a producer or a promoter.
I mean, I'll promote shit. I don't like producing. Producing,
not so much producing, but what I'm saying is like how you said maybe like I'm just saying on a scale that I can relate to is like a podcast. Like maybe something that you would be good at is making a page or making content where it'd be like, hey, you guys should definitely check out such and such person. You know what I mean? So if you ever get to the point where maybe you're burnt out or you're like, hey, maybe making music isn't my thing, that could be another option or venue you take. You know. And that's cool too. You're definitely young, man. You're still trying to figure stuff out. Like I'm 32. No wait, I'm 30. I think I'm 32. 33. I'm somewhere in that ballpark. I just stopped keeping track of that. But I mean, like this started 2 years ago. I never would have thought. I always had like the best thing is, man, is just find out what you're passionate about, what you're good at, what you're into, and even if it's something super super small, like make it your thing. You know. And I think you have a good mindset where you're not looking to get money or make famous, because I'm in the same boat as you with that. It's just more or less trying to make the connections. So like, so when I say like small goals, like your small goal could be you want to get your first live performance under your belt. You want to have your first CD out. You want to, you know what I mean? Like small things like that. Like set your goals realistic. Like a lot of people, when they first enter something, they're like, I want to play Madison Square Garden. And you're like, all right, well, that's not realistic. And that's a long-term goal.
I'm going to play Madison Square Garden. I am.
Yes.
So it's like, it's not realistic for those people, but it's realistic for me.
I like it.
I'm going to be there in a year.
Positivity is a fantastic thing, and I love that as well. But the long-term goals are great, obviously. But setting accomplishable goals keep you in the game longer, because I think people burn themselves out because they set their bar super high, and then when they don't hit it right away, they're like, man, this is a waste of time. But they've accomplished so much in the middle that they don't even realize they've accomplished, because they're already looking at they didn't hit their end goal. You know.
That's facts. But so like short-term goals, I've already done a live performance. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was at like somebody's Halloween party. They asked me to open up for Look Alive with my friend, the person I made music with like 3 years ago. And all I'm gonna say is that show would not have gone on if I wasn't there. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I was the hype man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that many verses out, but I did what I had to do to make sure that the other dude was comfortable for like 10 people that were listening. And they weren't really listening. They were just standing there. Yeah. That's fine. It was still cool to run around and scream. That was like, I would love to do another performance. That's a short-term goal. And on top of that, CDs. I got CDs coming soon. I got the whole set back there ready. I'm gonna be putting it's gonna be a deluxe version of Is It Corny? This Was Therapeutic. It's gonna have like maybe 1 or 2 bonus songs. I got a dude who's making the artwork. He's gonna get like a nice little paper book for it with a bunch of different art and all the lyrics and everything. It's gonna be crazy. $5 a CD. So you know what I'm saying, you want your name on the list, I'll put your name on the list.
Put me on the list. I want one.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
I'll let you know.
Maybe we'll work out something in the future where you could be the intro outro music for one of our podcasts.
I could do something like that. Let me know what you want.
Yeah, anything. I mean, listen, as long as it's not like insane, like like I want to kill mother. You know what I mean? Like, but but no, that's another thing we try to do here too. Is when people listen to the intro and the outro of the show, we try to showcase local artists. You know, we try to put people over, and then we put all your links below. So once again, if you listen to this, our intro music currently is Mahantungo, which a band out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Super cool dudes. So when we close the show out, that's what you're going to hear is all local unsigned artists, you know? So we could definitely work something out there.
I'll get you something, don't worry. Anything to knock Mahantungo off the spot, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Yeah. Honestly, the song that we're using right now for Interviews with Everyday People is Better Now. And when I heard the song, I was like, man, this is such a good fit for this show. Like, I've always wanted this song as the intro music. I just think it's very positive. It's very like, man, you're gonna, no matter what you go through, you'll overcome it. I kind of dig that. It's a good stuff. Actually, the first intro music of the show's history was a rapper or MC named Vito DePiro out of Harrisburg. Really good. His song was called "Just Living My Life." It was like, so the first ever intro music for Interviews with Everyday People was a hip hop song. So we're down for anything.
That's what's up. I can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what it'd be.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to make something personal. Just we'll use one of your hit songs, like whatever you think is going to be your banger that you want to put out. We'll work something out.
Word. I'll keep it in mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got stuff that I'd be working on. I just don't. Like I said, I want to do a 3-song EP every month. I just don't think it's gonna happen for August because there's too much real life stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I got a bunch of shit in the back that I can polish up and send your way.
Where do you draw your inspiration to make your music?
What do you mean, like
where do you pull your context out, or where do you pull your experiences out to put towards your music? Is it personal? Is it the world around you? Like where do you draw your inspiration from?
I mean, I'd be writing about whatever's on my mind. It like for the EP that I just dropped, I was in a very like bad place mentally. I was very sad, thinking about death. Not really so much suicide, but like I was thinking about like all the things that come with like death. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
The third track off it, "Lay Me to Bed," is just very difficult for me to listen to now because of how like, you know, how much my personal thoughts. It's very personal. I was scared to put it out like the most. But when I be writing, it's just like whatever is on my mind. I don't take a long time to write anything. If it takes me more than like 45 minutes to write the verse, or if I'm not finished with it after like 45 minutes, I'm probably gonna end up scrapping it because I just don't. It just doesn't flow very well. Every song on the EP was written like 30 minutes to 1 hour. It's just I was able to get all of my thoughts onto the page, and then I go back through and edit it a little bit to make it like work better in context of the song.
Yeah.
So I don't really like spend too much time thinking about what I want to write about. It's just when I get inspired to write about anything, it's just whatever's on my mind, and I just let it flow onto the page.
Absolutely.
With that being said, I cannot freestyle for anything. I can like write the song and the verse like instantly, like not have to think that much between the bars, but I cannot freestyle. Like my mind just doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a thing with the hip hop community too. Is if you can't freestyle, you're not good, and I disagree with that too. Like it's weird because for how popular the hip hop community is, it's also very toxic. Especially talking to other MCs or rappers or people in that game, where it's like if you do a collaboration, it's almost deemed as like a negative, and I'm like, what? Like collaborating with musicians is a fun thing. It should be something that should be honored and thought about and enjoyed. And then also, like, if you can't freestyle, it's a bad thing. Like sometimes an actor doesn't always improv. Like not an actor and an improv artist are two different things, and they still hold their weight in the community. So I think it's just like sometimes people in that community try to pigeonhole, and if you're not good at something, you're considered whack or terrible, or you're not as good as someone next to you. But I think hone in on what you're good at, man, and just roll with it. Is my take.
It's like freestyling is a completely different skill set from like actually rapping. Like if you can put together a dope freestyle, or if you can just freestyle and it'll be dope, like that's crazy. Like that's a really good talent. But I don't think, at least especially now, it's not something that's like necessary anymore.
I would consider myself a freestyle podcaster. Because, I mean, you can attest to this. What we're doing right now is none of this is planned. We're not scripting anything. Every show that you listen to on our network, none of it's really. I mean, we kind of have an idea, but we're not scripted. All of it's freestyle, and sometimes people be like, "Oh, your show's so underproduced or it doesn't have much structure." That's kind of our thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like as you keep moving, you're going to grow your skill at it.
Of course, I like to like practice freestyling. I'll just go into my mic and I'll say whatever I can like think of, but it doesn't last long.
Yeah.
I can maybe get 8 bars like max. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. It's not something that I'm ever stressed about. People ask me to freestyle, and I'll either spit a written verse to make it sound like I freestyled, or I just say no. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta sometimes you just gotta lie, you know what I'm saying? Like it works.
Who is someone on a local level that you would like to work with?
I mean, I only listen to rap, so it's like, well, not only listen to rap, I listen to like R&B and stuff too. But I don't be on I like to listen to all of these like the bands when they drop something. I like to listen to it one time just to like give them the support that I can. It's just that it's never anything that really clicks with me, so I don't like go back to it.
No, I'm saying, do you seek out other people in your craft that are maybe on a local level or on a lower scale level that may be in your immediate vicinity, like maybe a Pittsburgh or a Harrisburg or a Reading, anything like that?
I just don't really know many like rappers like that.
Yeah.
I would love to like work on stuff. Me and Billy have worked on stuff. We just haven't worked on anything to completion.
Yeah.
I think that me and Billy could make some like dope stuff if we like put it together. If we like work on it.
Yeah.
Hard.
I mean, maybe that's something you should look into too. Maybe do a little research and find out who's in your area. So, because the more you work with other people, you know what I mean. And like I said, that may be a thing that like when you say to certain people, they're like, "Nah, I don't work with people." Yeah, and I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying that's something that in the community. But like I said, like there's communities of what you're doing too. So you may feel alone in Schuylkill County, thinking you're the only guy doing your thing, but there may be another 5 or 10 guys around. And the best way to get that exposure or to get your craft or to find out how to make yourself on that next level is seeking that out,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, rap is a very oversaturated genre right now. I
Absolutely.
wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of people like under my nose doing it too. Just like how they probably aren't aware that I'm doing it like that.
Absolutely.
You know
it's oversaturated, but I think in our immediate area, it's not very it's not very out there. Because I think if you make a band in our area, it's like, oh, cool, you're in a band. But if you're like, hey, especially with this area being predominantly, I mean, obviously predominantly white, if some kid comes out and goes, I want to be a rapper, you're like, really, kid? Go sit down. You know what I mean? Like, go get in the factory, you fucking bum. You know what I mean? Like,
but if they got bars, they got bars.
Exactly.
Have bars, you can't be devalued if you have bars.
Yeah.
If somebody tells you to go work in a factory but you got bars, you like, what do? You have bars. It don't matter. You do what you got to do.
Yeah,
bars is all that matters.
And there's no knock to your hustle. Some of the best musicians in our area, you know, like like make pizzas. You know what I mean? Like literally, like they could be they're world-class musicians, and if you put them on the stage with 80,000 people, they're gonna destroy the place. But they also deliver pizzas, or they work at a grocery store, or they do this or do that. Like, it's just, you got to start somewhere, man. You know.
I mean, like, whatever you can do to keep everything, like, the side hustle going. Like, I'm at Amazon right now. Shit sucks. It's horrible. Well, it's not horrible. It's like, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty good. Like, $15 an hour. The only thing that's tough is, like, you got to stand up all day. But, like, there's also, like, no rate, or, like, a very low rate because of COVID.
Yeah.
So, there's, like, not that much, like, making me, like, have to work. You know what I'm saying? I just have to stand up for 9 hours a day, which is tough. But it's not tough. It's just like I have to get used to it a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I worked at Amazon when it was close to its first opening, and it was like jail. It was crazy. It was like prison. And when I say it was like prison, it was like everyone of their same race stuck together, and it was such like, and I can't operate like that because I want to be friends with everybody. So I was like, hey, what's going on? They're like, please leave our table. And I was like, why? They're like, we don't, like, you're white, bro. This is the Spanish table. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go over here. You know what I mean? Like, it was like prison. I don't think it's like that now, but it was like when it first opened. It's funny because when I first went to the program, there was 5 of us in our training program. It was me, this white chick, Hispanic dude, and a black dude, and we all went into the job together. And as soon as we hit the floor, it's like we all got pulled in separate directions, but we still try to talk to each other. And we would like talk to each other about that. They're like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Like, if the white people won't talk to me, no, the Spanish people won't talk to me, and the black is like, I'm the only black dude. No one talks to me. Yeah, it was.
My training class. I just started there like last week. My training class was sick. It's just me, my one friend, and he's like 55 years old. He used to work with the state of New York. He's only at Amazon right now because he was like bored at home.
Yeah.
So he's just working at Amazon to do something. He's so cool. He like doesn't. He's like, it's taking him a little bit to like grasp everything, but he's really funny. We've been talking to him a lot. And then just another dude who told me that it's hard to adjust because he just sleeps till 3 p.m. and plays PlayStation until he falls asleep. So
sounds like
that's tough.
It sounds like my type of guy.
That's facts.
So besides, we learned a little bit about your rap game and stuff like that, and then we learned about you're into Pokemon. What other things besides music do you do to keep yourself busy or that you're into?
I mean, I just be playing like video games like that. I recently got into Fall Guys. I don't know if you saw that. But Fall Guys is crazy.
It's like a party game, right?
It's like a party game. It's also like a battle royale kind of. It'd be hitting a bunch of like marks.
Awesome.
So it's a platformer, stuff like that, and then you just race. I guess whoever you qualify to make it to the next round, you play a different mini game. I got maybe like 5 or 6 wins on it because I'm a god. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not too much else going on there. It's really good.
Is that only for PlayStation or is that for every platform?
It's on. I have it on computer. I don't know what else it's on.
If it's on a computer, it's probably on every platform.
Yeah,
I would assume so. I know it's on PlayStation because I know my friend played it on PlayStation, and if you're playing on PC, then it's probably on every platform.
I would assume.
Yeah. So it's like, I heard it's kind of like a Mario Party meets everything. Like you say, how you were saying, it hits in every platform. So you're also a gamer. Does game like so gaming and Pokemon got you into rap? So it's like a full circle thing there. So like the entertainment value, the pop culture, all kind of went full circle on you and brought you back, and that's kind of your realm, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean I don't think there are many other people out there that are rapping who started rapping because of Pokemon. Like that's just. So weird.
Listen, man, the Pokemon rap back in the day, every episode it ended with a Pokemon rap. I mean, that's how...
That's true. That was kind of hard.
Yeah, that's how every kid in my generation was like, yo, I can rap, bro. Like, Charmander, dude, it was ability.
Did it like that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a good introduction.
It throws a little R&B in there at the end. You gotta catch 'em all. Yeah, man. Yeah. Making musicians. Pokemon.
That's facts.
that just went there. Trying to think. Is there anything else like music wise, or anything about your craft, or anything you want to put out there that I'm missing? I'm missing out on here.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think I said it before. It was very like hard to be able to like put the music out there because of how personal it was. But the way that everybody, like, a lot of people, I'm still very small. This was my first project. I was able to like talk to everybody who listened to it, like, personally.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And a lot of people told me that they like related to it, and a lot of people opened up to me about like problems that they had going on with themselves, and it was just like a very like weird experience to go through, because like, first of all, a lot of people like said that they really liked it. I don't know if they're just saying that, but like it meant a lot to have people like genuinely enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just so weird to have so many people like open up to me about it and say that they related to it and point out the like bars that they heard that really made them think about things. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it was a really cool like experience that it got me extremely inspired. I wanted to keep doing it like a lot after that first week, just because of how many people told me that like it like touched them. You know what I'm saying? Like how much it affected people.
Absolutely.
And it's so crazy.
Yeah, and we say this a lot in our shows too. Is you know, we say in passing, or maybe sound like we're saying it in general. It's like, hey, hit that like, share, subscribe, say in the comments what you feel. And I know it seems like it's something that's like the general thing to say when you're a content creator is tell us in the comments, let us know in the comments. But you have no idea how much that feedback, whether it be negative or positive, helps someone who creates something to change, make themselves better, or work harder at their craft. Even if you could probably relate to this. If you put a song out, right, and it had 5,000 plays or 500 plays, and you're thinking, man, 500 fucking people listen to what I created. That's awesome. But then you're like, no one told me. No one said nothing to me. You know what I mean? So you're like, well, what do they? Then it hits in your brain like, what do they think about it? Am I doing something good? Am I doing something bad? Because 500 people listening, maybe 500 people who are like, yo, go listen to this guy over here. He thinks, you know what I mean? Like, and then you're a brunt of a joke and nobody knows. So it's feedback in any form. If someone's creating something and they're not looking for feedback to be like, hey, look at me, I'm trying to be famous. It's more or less like, no, man, like I put my heart into something and I want to know if this is something that I should do, or is this something that's relatable, or is this something that's good? So yeah, in the same boat, man. I've had people come up to me and say like, I listen to your show because you talk about like real stuff and depression and anxiety, but you also come at it from a positive spin point where it's like, hey, you can overcome this. Like, it's not always a bad thing either. You know what I mean? You don't dwell on it. So when you put your heart and soul into your verse or into your bar, and someone says, hey man, I can relate to that and help me overcome something, that feels good.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. It's really, it's just really crazy. And like the ability, like, I felt like I was being annoying to people, but I really don't care. It's like I sent them the link to listen to it, and then like a day later, I would ask them what they thought about it, and if they wouldn't answer, I would just ask them again. I don't care. I don't care if they're getting annoyed. If they're annoyed by me, they can click the unfriend button. Whatever. They can block me. Doesn't matter. But so like the people that were able to that I was able to have like an actual conversation with, it's like, I don't know if I'll ever like forget a lot of it, because it was so insane to hear, especially like people telling me what bars like hit them hard.
Yeah.
So I didn't think I was gonna I didn't think I was gonna be able to touch people like that hard. But like one person told me they cried listening to my third song.
Was it Billy?
And that was crazy. What's up?
Was it Billy?
It wasn't Billy, but Billy might have. You might have just kept that under wraps. I know about you, Billy. Come on.
Billy told me he cried. That's we'll put that out there. He didn't, but I'm just trying to pick on Billy.
Oh, word. Well, whatever. So it's like it's just so crazy thinking that I was able to like to do that, to bring like enough emotion out of somebody that they would like cry listening to.
Yeah.
And that's not something that I think I'll ever get over. It made me feel like bad in a way, but it also made me feel really cool. It made me feel on top of the world that I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Probably made you feel like you weren't alone either. Yeah, that you weren't alone in your struggle. That somebody else has went through the same struggle as you and feel the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all think that we're different, right? So like, here's an example. I just went and did a podcast in New York over the weekend, and it was just a beer podcast. We just drank beer. And it's crazy how, like, I thought living in our small little coal town that we had something so exclusive to ourselves that it wasn't like there's nobody in this area. No one from no one can come to our area and have that same experience. And to a point there was truth to that. But if you go to New York, the city is only a small minuscule strip of what's going on there. But the state of New York is literally just an extension of Pennsylvania. It's literally it's woods, it's small little towns. It's it's different. But the difference is some of the city extends into New York where it's like they don't help each other or they don't look out for each other. Or if you broke down on the side of the road, you might as well just die there because no one's going to stop. But like in Pennsylvania, it's like, what's up, bud? What's going on? You need your car broke down? Let me get you a tow real quick. You know what I mean? Like, so it just is insane how like the world is so similar, but we all think we're so different because where we live. But so if you can write something that can appeal to somebody, or say, hey, I went through this depression, or I went through this feeling of doubt, or this feeling of self-hatred, that there's so many other people who feel the same thing you feel. And the way you articulated it and put your feelings into a song, someone can hear that and be like, man, that hit home, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I've listened to music that made me think about it, and I've listened to music that has made me cry. You know what I'm saying? It was just so, like, weird. I don't know if weird is the right word for it. It was just like so amazing. It was so crazy to think that I was able to bring that out of somebody. And I don't think I already said it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over that. But then there's like also like a lot of compliments that I got about it. Like a lot of people told me it was good. Telling me it was good doesn't really mean too much. Like unless you gave me like reasons as to why you liked it. But one person told me that he thinks that I have like a talent that couldn't be like learned. That's just something that I'm just gifted to have, and I thought that was a very cool thing to hear. I don't know how much I believe that it's like something that's like something like that is true, but it's just I don't think I'm anything that's crazy. I also think that I'm amazing. I'm very full of myself, but
positivity is important. You definitely positivity is something everyone should have. You should be a little full of yourself a little bit. You should think you are very talented at your craft, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? So I think you know, but you have to also toe the line of being humble sometimes too. But you don't be too humble. So it's you know, it's a give or take. But yeah, man, I can definitely see that. Now, how you were saying how people feel like you feel like you're naturally talented at that. I think what happens too with music, or anytime you create something, you could be compared to someone else. Like I said, that you kind of remind me of this, but you still have your own style. I think that's important too, because I think a lot of people listen to something and they try to become what they listen to. So I think for someone to say that you already feel like you're naturally gifted at that, I think it's a good thing to say. Like you've developed your style already at an early stage of your game, and that's something to build off of.
That's one thing that I had like a friend listen to it, and he like showed me one of his friends that also raps.
Yeah.
And I listened to that guy's music, and like no shade or anything, but he just sounded like your next like random like generic trap guy, copy and paste. And that's one thing that I think is very important that I made sure that I do with my music, is that no matter what, I draw my inspirations from people 100%, but I always want to make sure that everything that I do is at least like personal, relatable to me, because there's absolutely no as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to do anything like music like this if you're just going to be a copy paste of somebody else, because at that rate there's no way you're going to be doing it better than somebody who's already established.
Yep.
At least if I'm doing something like me in my way, I have room to grow, and I have room to grow like my personality and grow into somebody like an artist that I am very proud to be. I guess I don't know. It's weird because like if I was just like copy paste new Mac Miller because he's like my biggest inspiration, there's no reason for me to be rapping. You can just go listen to any other Mac Miller album that's already out. He has like five, six of them. Why listen to me if I'm just gonna be a Mac Miller clone?
Absolutely.
You should listen to me if I'm gonna be a me. You know what I'm saying? There's no point in rapping if I'm gonna be a Mac clone, and that's just what I got to do.
Yeah. So in closing, anything else you want to get out there, or you want to tell the people?
No, I think that's it. I also want just to go back to your like thing about being humble. I listen to my EP a lot still. I think it's crazy. Last time I listened to it, I like yelled because it's like I'm so fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That EP is insane. I'm insane. I'm goated.
I love this because like when I met you at the job, you were so quiet and reserved, and I hear like I love it. I love it. I just like a whole different energy about you.
I can't be walking around screaming like this when I'm working.
I did. I did. I did. People at my job were like, I don't like him.
Oh yeah. That's
yeah. Whatever. I mean, for me, they didn't like me because I was. Oh. Listen, the way and this is no bullshit. Everyone who's in the chat who's watching or who know me personally, I don't know why your screen just got small. That's strange. It just kind of just on its own decided it was going to do its own thing there. So yeah. But if anyone who knows me, I am me all the time. Whether in front of my wife, in front of my mother, in front of my grandmother, in front of my brother, in front of a stranger, it's what you see is what you get. So if I stroll into a job, here's Tony. I'm here. You know what I mean? But like when I met you, it was like you're so quiet and reserved, and I was like, man, there's got to be more to this because every time I meet somebody or see somebody, even though we don't have interaction, I'm always in my brain trying to be like, there's got to be more to this person. I wonder what their story is. Because obviously that's why I created interviews with everyday people. So now to like see you at the job and you're like a quiet church mouse, you know, like kind of walking like, what's up? You know what I mean? And then now you're like, I'm the shit, motherfucker. I was like, I love it. I fucking love it.
Because at like at the job.
Oh yeah, my bad. I said the name.
Whatever. It don't matter. At the job, it was like tough because I'm just like the IT guy. Everybody like everybody's just gonna get mad when shit's not working. There's nothing that I could do about it.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to go. I didn't have any like reason to be like out of like my shell, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't matter regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to do what I gotta do and get out.
Yeah.
So that's all that I tried to do.
No, I respect that. I wish I had more of that, like where I could just I can kind of just turn it off and just like I'm there for just strictly business. And I usually start a job that way, and then I'm like, nope, I just can't. I can't contain this.
I don't know if it's like the right way to say it, but like I don't like believe in zodiacs like that. But I don't like go out of my way to look at them. If you want to believe in them, that's like cool. But, like yeah. I'm like a Gemini. And apparently, like Gemini's big. I learned this talking to my one friend. She's an artist too. But like Gemini, like supposed to be like two-faced or whatever, like two personalities. Because I have that thing where I don't even know how to control it or anything. Sometimes I just want to be out of pocket yelling shit, and sometimes I just want to sit to myself.
Yeah.
And not be out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was like worried doing about getting into the podcast. Like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna be in the mood to start like. Screaming and gassing myself.
I love it though. I fucking love it. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it like that.
Yeah, like it's so fucking like so. When Billy first showed me you and your content and your rapping, I was like, holy fuck! Like this guy. I even told Billy, I was like, yo, and this is not a knock to you, like how you're saying, not two-faced, but like as in like you're fake, but like where I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't know what's happening. I hate my life right now. I'm just gonna keep adjusting you on the screen, I guess. We're gonna play that game. But anyway, it was funny because like I was like, yo, at work he was a church mouse. Like he was just so reserved. He stayed to himself. He kind of did his own thing. And then like I hear you rap, and it's like, oh shit, there's more to him. And like I hear you on the podcast, and you're like, yeah, like I was like, I fucking love it. I fucking love it, man. It's great. Yeah, keep it up, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I think you're just like other people I've had on the show, man. I think we're gonna look back in this in a couple months, especially when COVID's over, and you're gonna be like, yo, fucking Swoop is killing it, man. He's killing it. That's our dude. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I would just say definitely go out and look up more people in your area. Like I said, you got some dudes in Harrisburg, Reading, Lancaster, Monty City. Hit them up, man. The more you can get on a track and more you can stretch that muscle of your craft, the better you're gonna get. You know what I mean? It's like playing basketball. If you shoot hoops all day by yourself, sure, you'll become a good shooter. But if you don't get that pressure of defense in your face, if you don't know what it feels like to play with 4 other people on the court, you're gonna miss. You have to work those muscles too, man. So definitely get out there, expand yourself, work on your craft, and I think you're just gonna be like every other musician in this area and be fucking awesome at what you do.
I appreciate it. In a couple months, I'm gonna be playing Madison Square Garden. You already know what it's up. You already know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Just save me a seat, bro. I want to be backstage. I want some green M. If there's one green M&M in there, we trash the fucking room.
All right. I'll put that in writing. Don't worry about it.
Put
one
it in
green M&M, it's over.
Yeah, put it in your rider. Say, I'm bringing my boy, and if he sees one green M&M, we're lighting this building on fire.
We're going to be here an hour early. We're going to film a podcast. Don't worry about it.
Listen, you get famous. Don't forget about me, all right?
Don't worry about it. I got you on lock.
I love it. I love it, man. So definitely everyone go down and check in the links below. He has once again, I love the link tree. That's the new thing I'm doing. I put everything on a link tree so I don't flood my whole comment section or the bio with all these links. So go click the link tree. It'll take you everywhere you need to be to find to follow Swoop everywhere you see on social media and listen to his music and give the guy some feedback. Tell him what you think of it, even if it's good or bad. Be like, hey, I like this, but maybe this or anything. Feedback is crucial and it helps people who create stuff stay at their craft and keep pushing.
That's facts. Let me just reiterate it. Listen to the EP, guys. Just listen. Click the link. Listen to the EP. If you listen to it on Spotify, click follow on the artist profile, please. Swear to God, need the numbers. If you listen to it on anything else, it don't matter. I don't really care about like the follow. I mean, still click it, whatever. But if you do listen to it, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You can send me a DM and let me know anything you thought about it, good or bad. I will take any criticism. We can sit there. We can talk about about your demons. You know what I'm saying? You just listen to 6 minutes of my demons, but we can talk about yours. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no thing. Just listen to it. Please just listen to it. I swear, I worked very hard on it. I love it. Just listen to it. Just click the link.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Interviews Everyday People. Once again, man, thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll get out of here. Here's some Look Alive for you guys. We'll see you next time.